Hello Aries, this is Tara and welcome to your mid-July through mid-August psychic tarot forecast. I hope your summer and or winter, if you're in the southern hemisphere, is going well. I want to thank all of you Aries too. You all have been really watching, viewing, commenting, and liking the videos. So I appreciate it. I'm glad they resonate for some of you. Some of you may be watching your rising and moon signs and maybe they resonate more. But whatever the case may be, I absolutely do appreciate your time. All right, so I'm going to pull 2 cards for the last 2 weeks of July and 2 cards for the first 2 weeks of August. As I'm doing that, remember we have some planets going retrograde. Now, it doesn't mean we stop what we're doing, but it's a great time to focus on what it is where it is we want to go and what it is we want to do. Therefore, when you all get 5, therefore when September, October comes, and even before then, don't think, oh, I can't do anything this summer. Yes, you can. And you absolutely must continue to see to not only survive, but to thrive. But the new beginnings that are coming around for this fall, I think are going to be pretty great, especially October, November. But, we're working up to those. Sometimes the fun is in the adventure of it, the journey. All right, let's see what's going on for my Aries friends. Okay, well, you have 2 wand cards right off the bat. And the wand cards absolutely do represent the fire signs. So you're coming up very loud and clear this particular 2 weeks. You see some expansion, Aries. You're really, like what I was just talking about, you're wanting to open things up more in a direction that you are interested in. I feel like you've, in the last 6 months, well, my gosh, from your comments, I can see a lot of you have gone through a lot of shift, S-H-I-F-T, to say it nicely. And I'm feeling like, you want to put some of these burdens down, and you're getting ready to do that more and more. If you already haven't, maybe you're starting to see clearer. You can feel a little bit of ease in your shoulders and in your back area. I feel like some of you have had some of those issues, possibly weight gain as well. That's coming to me. And then my right side near my hips, between my rib cage and my hip. So possibly some health issues that have gone along with some of the burdens that you felt. This is the 10 of Wands, and this guy means that he's been carrying a lot of burdens and responsibilities, and he's ready to lay them down and go towards an easier, nicer, smoother path. So to me, it feels like stay on course of what you feel like you really want on the inside, because you don't want to get back into this. You don't want to make it hard. This doesn't have to be a hard journey. In fact, the way really is the easier way, is the best way. Smarter, not harder. So be kind to yourself, because I think you're seeing more avenues of, I'm getting the word perks. Some of you might be getting new perks at your work, whether it could be a bonus, it could be a raise, it could be either internet advertising or some type of internet advertising perks. I know I've said that twice, but it's coming up twice. But I do feel like that your work is big on your mind these last couple of weeks. You have a chance to really view the horizon, what it is you want, and take your talents and abilities that you've used, but take it to an easier way, an easier place. All right, let's see what the first 2 weeks of August have. And this will be your foundation card. Well, interesting. Okay, so now we have the Four of Cups and we have the Eight of Wands. And the Four of Cups indicates to me a particular restlessness, a particular boredom, especially it could be in the romantic department, because these are the cup cards and they do represent our emotions, our feelings, our heart, our love for what it could be, another person, or it could be a job, a situation, and maybe you've been feeling restless, so you still have some, how can you add more creativity? And I don't mean just a painting and a canvas, I mean more creative thinking. That would be my question to you, Aries. What can you do that would inspire you more in your work, in your house, in your home, your relationships with other people? You yourself, what inspires you? What are your values? I would look closely at that, because, and then we have the Eight of Swords. And this indicates to me a person who's so wrapped up in thinking that they can't move, that, that they feel stuck. And the thing is, if she, just realized that she can unwrap herself and turn around and there's this big, beautiful castle in the background and move towards a feeling of success, a feeling of being elevated, a feeling of being admired, and a feeling of hope and optimism. So there seems to be, and this is getting towards Mercury retrograde. Mars is already retrograde on the 26th of June. I think Mercury goes retrograde on July 26th. So, and then one of my crystals started rolling around. That was interesting. Okay. That's one of my quartz crystals. It started rolling right after I said Mercury goes retrograde on July 26th, but it does. And so if you feel like your thinking and your plans are not going forward, again, don't push too much. Let's get into the period of late August and September before you really do that, because this could be a great time for planning, visualizing. What is it that you want to move into, and not actually push it. But what is it that you want? What can bring some new joy and happiness into your life? What is it? There's something more. And I'm going to turn over this card. The Four of Pentacles. So you have 4 cards. So this really is about feeling stability for you all. This is about your life feeling structured, but not too structured. Feeling safe, but not so safe that we're not so safe that we're complacent, but yet we're inspired. So my feeling is you're ready to do that, and you're ready to move forward. You just have a couple of emotional and or concerns thought-wise that you need to get past. And also, if you're holding on to your money, that's okay. I sort of get that. That's okay. This card can represent being miserly, or it can represent more money coming to you. And it can mean also a change of jobs, positions, a change of location. And it takes the money to do that. So I kind of feel like that you all are definitely on the road on a path. You're on a path. And I think for some of you, you're just not sure exactly how that looks. So, how do we do that? Well, think about again what makes you happy. Visualize what it is you want to see. Do you want to be business owner? Do you want to hire someone to delegate under you? Do you want to change it up completely? Start a new business, get a new job? There's some things that you have to consider, quite honestly, Aries. And that's okay. Let's see what the crystal has to say. Oh, there's some lavender, which that's interesting. I don't know if you all saw that, but that's beautiful. Okay, so come on, Crystal, let's give Aries some insights. Okay, well, the first thing, the visual that comes up is like what we'd see on the Hermit card. And it's not to be a hermit, but it is about looking, if you think of the Hermit card, he's out at night, he has his lit up lantern, and he's walking along the path, and he's really, on the inside, he's contemplating what it is he wants, which next step, which direction. And I'm snapping my fingers because I know that you all want it now, and you can get it, but there's some inner work to do. And or if you want a reading, and I'm not just saying this to be salesy, but I'm just saying maybe sometimes talking to another person who doesn't know you but who wants to empower you, and that's what I do, can help you see things clearly, see the next step, see how it's going to look in the future. Okay, so it's important for you all to be visualizing. I know you've been doing this, but it's a great time to do it now, this summer. Okay, what else has come up for Aries? My friends, Aries. Okay, so again, a lot of lavender, and lavender too, to me, represents calm. So staying grounded, staying calm. Especially with Mars going retrograde, because we can get into these arguments and it just kind of hold back if you feel yourself wanting to say something spicy or inappropriate, or sometimes we do. We just snap back. Take a deep breath, or 2 or 3 or 4. Okay, what else is there for Aries? Excuse me. Well, I see 2 things. On the left side of the crystal that I'm looking in now, there's this huge sort of mountain with cliffs going all the way from the bottom to the top of it. And then the cliffs are looking to the right of this huge expanse of sky. So it's almost the sky is the limit once you figure out what you want to do. You all are the first sign in the zodiac. You're the purebreds. You can do it. I know you can. I have Aries clients. I know you all. And this goes for Aries rising too. So, you know that. You're recreating a lot of you. Okay, and then for the totem animal, I haven't gotten many totem animals in this particular series. Of course, I haven't done that many videos, but the eagle. I'm just saying. Google eagle. I mean, we know that it's the American bird, but Google eagle and see how you connect with the eagle, how what their vision is. I mean, literally vision, quote unquote. How they use their vision to acquire what they want. I feel like that would be helpful for a lot of you all. I really do. Not only, with your work, with your romantically. And I do want to say something too. I speak to a lot of clients, or let's just say some, who are wanting to know about love. And a lot of times it's like getting our own life straight, our own self feeling grounded and secure and strong. And then the love tends to come when we do that. So I'm not saying that there's not a relationship in store for some of you. I think there is, but I'm just saying, you know, we come first, you know, Aries come first, and then in your world. And then once you get yourself in order and secure, feeling secure, then of course your people will be drawn to you, because people are already drawn to your strength and your fire and your passion. I feel like this is more of a coaching session, but you know, take it for what it is. It's coming through, so take it for what it is. I do, along with my readings, a type of, I guess, coaching, if you will. So I really wish you all the best for this month to month. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below, or email. My email's in the show more section. And if you want your own personal private reading, then my link is below. The order page to my to order a reading is below in the show more section. I do videos, so some people like to send me the questions, email me the questions, and I'll flip cards and go into my intuition. People really, really like those, just FYI. They really do. And or you can do a phone call, and if you're out of the country, Skype is good. Skype is great. So, as always, my Aries friends, put your comments below. You all seem to comment more than anybody, and I love to read them, and I take every one of them in, and so I just really, really appreciate and I'm grateful for you. And remember to subscribe. Okay, Aries, be well, take care, be kind to one another, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.